this happens all the time, whether it's a mower tire, a trailer tire, maybe your truck tire. And here's where I'm going with this. A lot of guys out there, particularly young dudes, you have never had to plug a trailer tire and fix it. You get a flat tire and you freak out and wonder, what do I do? What do I do? I gotta stop the whole day. No, you don't. It's actually very easy to fix. There's a bunch of ways to do this. You can drill through the trailer tire, but I'm going to show you like 9 times out of 10, if you've got just a basic trailer tire, if you've got yourself a mower tire, this is what you do, okay? So let's go up here and look at this real quick. Right there. You can see that nail? You can hear it. I hope you can hear it. So air is coming out of there, so we've already identified where that is. What you want to do most of the time is you want to roll your trailer forward or backwards into a position to where this tire is exposed in a way that's easy to access this point right here. So this is already in pretty good position. Ideally, I would probably have it rolled back this way, but I think we're going to be okay here. We'll give it a shot. First thing you want to do is get your plug ready, okay? So you can get these like, the convenience store, Walmart, auto store. Keep these, it's like a little kit. You want to keep these in your truck, okay? You want to keep it in every truck. You want to keep it in your truck, your work trucks, your employees' trucks. You want to keep it in your wife's vehicle, because you know what? You'll get out of town and then you'll have a flat tire. And instead of changing a flat tire, you know what's a lot easier to do? It's a lot easier to just plug the hole and then fill it up, okay? Now, obviously you cannot plug every single hole. Sometimes it's to a point where you can't fix that. But again, 9 times out of 10, this is the way you want to do it. So get you a little tire plug kit. It usually comes with a puncture of sorts. This is what holds your tire plugs, okay? This is your tire plugs out here. They're little rubber pieces, all right? Here's what you do. Let's go ahead and open this up. And what you do is you go ahead and just preload it. So you're going to take your little tool that holds this, and you can see that the end is open. You probably can't see it, but this end right here, it's actually open. So you'll push your plug through here and put it halfway through, just like that, okay? And what happens is you can't hardly see it, but again, the very ends of these little pliers, I'll try and open it up. There's a gap right there. So what happens is whenever we pull this nail out of here, you're going to take this thing, you're going to shove it in that hole, okay? So what happens here is whenever we pull this nail out, we're going to take the punch tool and we're going to go into that area that nail was, and we are going to go in and out to create a nice clean hole, all right? It's going to make it a lot easier to put our plug in. So again, I like to go ahead and just preload this thing, kind of have it sitting there on the side. We got our punch tool and we got our pliers. So let's get down here and let's pop this thing out and see what we get. Alright, there she is. So now we got that good and exposed. Again, we're going to go ahead and pop this thing out. Well, this is a screw. No wonder it's so hard to come out. I'm gonna get my little drill and see if I can just end up screwing this thing out. There she goes. Alright, so I would bet that we've already got a really nice hole, but let's go ahead and clean it up a little bit. Alright, so I am through. Now, let's go ahead and pull this thing out. Alright, and this is the important part of this. So you got your hole, and this takes some force. You ain't gonna be able to do this if you ain't got a little bit of strength in you, but now this takes some force right here. So don't be shy when you're trying to get this thing in here, okay? Gonna start wiggling it in. Okay, so what we got right now is this plug, see it here on the bottom and on the top. It's basically sitting in there like this, like a V. And remember, the end of this tool has an opening in it. So when I snatch fast, what's going to happen is it's going to release this plug and not pull it out. Now, if you pull this nice and slow, you can actually pull that plug right back out. So it's important, once you got this thing in there, and you see it's deep in there. Don't just put a little bit of this tool in there. You want this tool up in there, all right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull this thing out fast, just like that. What I like to do is I like to trim this off. I don't trim it too close. What happens is you start driving this down the road and you cut these off about right here and then right here. This thing will heat up and melt as you're driving, and it basically just seals the exterior hole right here. But remember, you've got a plug that goes all the way through that entire trailer tire now. Where are you going to run into trouble trying to get this done, okay? Number one, if this hole, if that plug that we needed to put in this tire, if it was on the inside of this trailer tire, very, very difficult. In that case, we probably want to try to access it from the back, and we got to make sure that we're rolling it in an area that gives us the most leverage, right? You don't be trying to put it in at a weird angle. You got to get that hole facing you in an area that gives you the most leverage. Secondly, once you pull out whatever it was, in this case, it just happens to be a screw. I got this from the dump, 100%. I went to the dump last week. I know that's where I got it from. It makes me so mad every time I go. The most important thing is once you pull that, whatever is causing you issues, once you pull it out, you got to clean up that hole, okay? Because you are not getting one of these plugs through a pinhole. Like, you've got to clean that thing out with this thing, all right? The other thing is, you saw me go in and kind of twist this thing as I'm going in. That's what you do. You kind of take this thing and twist it in. The other thing you can do is, if you have a drill with a small bit, it makes it a lot easier. You can just go in there and clean that out a lot easier than this thing. But if this is all you got, like, say, you obviously can't have a drill in every single vehicle. So you might have one in your work truck, but you're not going to have one in your wife's, and your crew might not have one. So use this. Clean up the hole. Preload your little plug. Shove it in. Make sure it's all the way in. Not a little bit. You have to use your arms. Get in there hard, all right? And when you know it's in, don't ease that thing out. You got to jerk it out real quick, okay? And then we'll trim up the very ends of this. I don't want to get it completely flush with the trailer tire. I want to leave just a little bit, so as the tire rolls, it melts. And then we're going to use our little air compressor right there to go ahead and get the tire back up to its recommended PSI, which in this case, I think this is 60 PSI. So I realize a lot of people know how to do this, but here's the thing. You might have not had, like, a dad that showed you how to do that, or some mentor that showed you how to do it. I've showed you how to do it. One more thing while this is airing up. If you watch this video and you know how to do it now, you are confident and you are capable of handling this minor inconvenience, and you don't go and buy one of these kits right now and put them in your vehicles, here's what's going to happen. I promise this is what's going to happen. You'll say, I will get to it next time. I'll get to it sometime. You're going to forget. It might be a few days, a few weeks, might be a few months down the road. But you are going to get a flat tire, and you know what? You are going to be fully capable with all of the knowledge and all the confidence. But you don't have what you need. You know why? Because I've done it before. Get your kits in all your vehicles, okay? Get them in all the vehicles. It's cheap. It's like $6 or $7, man. And I promise, gosh, I promise, that $6 or $7 will save you when the time comes. And trust me, friend, it will come. That $6 or $7, if you will just go and get it, man, right now, just buy all of them that you need, it will save you it'll save you a world of hurt. Make sure you got a pair of pliers in all your vehicles as well, so you can pull that object out. Kit doesn't do you no good if you can't get the object out. So, yeah, man, you can be with your wife and family and then have a flat tire and break down on the side of the road, the interstate. Kids crying, wife's upset, and you don't know what to do. You gotta call AAA and have somebody help you. Or you could look at her and say, hey, I got this. I am fully capable of handling it. Watch this. And you know what? The rest of that trip's a lot different whenever you're being viewed as a capable man. Don't say I didn't tell you. I done told you. I'll see you in the next one.